Assalamualaikum and good day to everyone. So, me and my roommate will present a speech analysis. So, me as the first presenter, my name is Muhammad Nakiuddin bin Abdul Razak with a metric number of 265440. So, the topic of our speech analysis is our dangerous obsession with perfectionism is getting worse. This speech was delivered by Thomas Curran back in 2018. So, the purpose of this speech analysis is to know whether the speaker delivers his speech to inform, to persuade, or to entertain, and how the speaker connect with the audience. So, without further ado, we're going for the first question. So, how does the speaker gain attention of the audience? So, the Thomas Curran gain attention of the audience by make it about the audience, reference to audience, and question the audience. The evidence, we can see that he said that I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Now, how many times have you heard that one? So he give a question to the audience. In the same time, he reference and make it about the audience. So, for question 2, does the speaker establish his credibility? So, from here we know that the speaker establishes his credibility by using derived credibility. We can see that the Thomas Curran established common ground with the audience by using the word "we" frequently and constantly during his speech. And secondly, he minimized the hesitation in his speech, which is during his speech. Okay, last but not least, does the speaker preview the body of the speech? But in this speech, Thomas Curran does not preview the speech, the body of the speech. From my opinion, from our analyzation, Thomas Curran should preview the body because most audience are bad at listening. Secondly, the audience will have idea about what he is going to talk, and thirdly, audience will understand more the content of the speech.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Amira binti Amir Hamzah. My metric number is 256068. I will be the second speaker and I would like to talk about the main points, supporting point, and organizational method. Main points are the major points developed in the body of the speech, and usually we can identify or know the main point based on the specific purpose statement and the central idea. The first main point is at the minute 1.14, which is they feel discontented and dissatisfied to make a lingering sense that they never quite keep enough. As we know, people that tend to be perfectionists is always feel insecure about themselves because they feel that they do not do things in a good way. But actually, in reality, they already do the things good enough. And the second main point is at the minute 8.14, which is the speaker said that the perfectionism contributes to a host of psychological problems. As we know, people that perfectionists, we always have a negative thought, and this kind of feelings and behavior will lead them to having health problems such as depressions, mental health, or suicide ideations. And the last main point is at the minute 10.58, which is perfectionist feels unrelenting need to meet the expectations of other people. We know that perfectionist is a people pleaser. They always want others to think of them highly. So basically, this is the 3 points that the speaker says in the speech. Next is supporting point. Supporting point is important to make sure that people understand about the topic. There are 3 types on how to support the points, which is by using examples, by using a testimony, and by using the statistic. The example is a specific case used to illustrate or represent the group of people, conditions, idea, and we have 3 types of example, which is brief example, extended, and hypothetical. The speaker used the hypothetical examples at the minute 2.53. And the speaker also used the simile, which is a quotations of a phrase used to support a point. It is at the minute 6.2. And lastly, the speaker also used a statistic, which is a numerical data to support a point at the minute 1.14, 2.5, and 10.24. The last one is organizational method. Organizational method is important to make sure that people can follow the flow of the speech. There are 5 types of methods that are usually used by the public speaker, which is chronological order, spatial order, causal order, problem solutions order, and topical order. In this speech, the speaker used the causal order. He used the main points to state the causes why people become perfectionists, and also state the why perfectionists will affect their life.
Hi, I'm going to present about our analysis on how the speaker used the resources of the language. To reach the audience, the speaker need to know how to use language accurately, clearly, vividly, appropriately, and inclusively. First, using accurate language means to not misspeak words, or using correct words even if some of them have similar meanings. In this speech, there is no sign that the speaker spoke wrongly in terms of words and pronunciation. The speaker also used clear language by using concrete words instead of abstract words. As in the example, the speaker first mentioned the origin country of the developers, which is Canada, and followed by their names to help the audience recognize them well. The speaker also used vivid language such as simile and repetition, as in the example of simile. The speaker implied mountains as achievement to inform the audience on how perfectionism can result in endless self-defeat. Meanwhile, in the example of repetition, the speaker keeps repeating the phrases "I should" to give a strong impact of emotion to the audience and deliver his message. Next, when it comes to explaining the data, the speaker used appropriate language without using any metaphor or simile, as in the example. Lastly, the speaker used language inclusively without giving speech in the specific of gender, race, or any factors. As in the example, the speaker used young people without mentioning gender or race. Next, we are going to talk about the connectives that is using in the speech. There are 2 types of connectives using in the speech, which is transition and signpost. First, transition is used when the speaker has finished one point and is going to continue with another point. In the example, the speaker has finished explaining how perfectionism can cause psychological problem, and he is going to continue with ways to measure it. Meanwhile, second, signpost is a brief statement to tell the audience where the speaker is in this speech. As in the example, the speaker used question as signposts to tell the audience the position of the society on perfectionism is not exactly look like that. And to conclude, the 2 types of connectives that is using in this speech is transition and signpost.
Question number 9 is what kind of the reason the speaker used. And question number 10 is about what type of emotional that the speaker used. Okay, let's move to the question number 1 first. Okay, the question number 1 is talking about the reasoning, right? The reasoning is a process of drawing the conclusion based on the basic evidence. For the okay, I have realized there have 4 types of the reasoning. Reasoning first one is the reasoning from the specific instance. That means the reasoning that's moved from particular evidence into a general conclusion. The second one is about the reasoning from principle. Principle about the causal reasoning is reasoning that related to the cause and effects. The third one is about cause reasoning. Let's take from his speech. They said about the social preferred, professional field and unrelated need to meet the expectation of other people. And even if they do meet yesterday's expectation of the perfection, they then rise the bar on themselves to an even higher degree. Because the folk believe that they are better they do, the better that they expect to do. Okay, that show the rise of the number of perfections cause the increasing rate. The lastly about the analogical reasoning. Analogical reasoning means the reasoning with two similar cases are being compared and the conclusion is made is what is true for the first case is also true for the second. Finish for question number 9. Let's move to question number 10 about the what types of emotional the speaker use. I have realized they have 3 types of emotional. First one, the emotional charged language. This means the speaker use way to emotional appeal to the audience with the word emotional charge. Example, they show their feeling about the happy, sad, or to show the feeling to the audience. And then the speaker begin the speech with the example statement of facts. Okay, second is about the vivid example. Vivid example is a better approach than relying on emotional charged language. Is to let emotional appeal growth naturally out of the content of your speech. At the minute of 2.45, this precision, their life and their lifestyle are now displayed in vivid detail on the ubiquitous social media platform of Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. Lastly, about the speaker with sincerity and conviction. The speaker speak with sincerity and conviction. The minute I take from his speech that the minute from 6.11 cases like John speak to the harmful of perfectionism as the way of being in the world. That means that they say about the story that have been before.
Hi, my name is Wan Muhammad Akif bin Wan Zanusi. My metric number is 262375. So I am the last presenter. I'm going to present the question number 11 and number 12. So the question number 11 is, what methods are used to prepare the audience for the ending of the speech? There are 2 ways to signal the ending of the speech, which are through a brief verbal cue and by the speaker's manner of delivery. In the speech, the speaker had chosen the second option to prepare the audience for the ending of the speech. The speaker brought the audience to the peak of involvement by involving the audience to help young people in accepting their weakness and appreciating themselves. By use of voice, the speaker ended his speech without saying in conclusion. It is stated as this: no one is flawless if we want to help our young people escape the trap of perfectionism. Then we will teach them that in chaotic world, life will often defeat us, but that's okay. The question number 12 is, how does the speaker reinforce the central idea? There are 4 ways to reinforce the central idea, which are summarizing the speech, ending with quotation, making a dramatic statement, and referring to the introduction. The speaker reinforces his idea by combining 2 techniques, which are making a dramatic statement while referring to the introduction. The speaker made a statement stating that teaching young people to endlessly pursue for perfectionism will end up with despair. He took the ancient Greek story to make his statement more dramatic. The reinforce of central idea followed by referring to the introduction that perfectionism can affect young people's mental health and it should be concerned. In the introduction, it said that we tend to hold perfectionism up as an insignia of worth, the emblem of the successful. But in his time studying perfectionism, the speaker has seen limited evidence that perfectionists are more successful. Quite the contrary, they feel discontent and dissatisfied amid a lingering sense that they were never quite perfect enough. Based on the clinical report, the speaker stated that the perfectionism conceals a host of psychological difficulties, including things like depression, anxiety, anorexia, bulimia, and even suicide ideation. In the ending of the speech, the speaker referring back by stating the way to help the young people. He said, but most of all, if we want our young people to enjoy mental, emotional and psychological health, then we will invite them to celebrate the joys and the beauties of imperfection as a normal and natural part of everyday living and loving. That's all from me. Thank you.